Hi. Welcome back. Thanks for taking the time. I'm Tyler.
Thomas.
And today we're going to be talking to you about a little opportunity that we put together for you and then go through some items that will go along with that. Based on y'all coming through the last couple of times, we've learned that Crossroads is an institution here in Richmond. It's a place that you don't go there just to buy art, you go there to relax, to learn, to participate. It's a place to go and be with the community, to surround yourself with that. And after learning and talking with you through that, we liked the sense of inclusion that Crossroads offers that you all extend to the community. And then from there, we sat down and talked about where we thought there are areas where we can take that sense of feeling, that sense of community, where we can grow, where we can expand upon that. And for that, we switched to focus on a target audience that we think you all might be missing out on a little bit. For this, we're going to be talking about college-age art consumers, roughly 18 to 24, if you can picture. We're worried that this audience might not know about Crossroads. They might be newer to the area, younger students coming through. They might not have the means to get there physically to transport themselves there. We know that at Crossroads, art happens here, but we were wondering where does art happen for this audience? You know, Thomas has a couple facts.
So yeah, in addition to our just like normal research, we decided to go more in depth to figure out more about the audience, and we ended up doing a survey. And some key facts that stood out to us were 75% of our audience is in college, 86% of our audience are under 26, and also 60% of our audience collects art, which stood out to us as well. And then lastly, we also found that 80% of the people who took our survey had not heard of Crossroads. That's also an issue.
And what we found more through research is that this audience doesn't just value art, they value the experience of consuming art. They're going to concerts, they're going to festivals, they're going to activities within their bubble, which is around in campus areas, sprawled out from there. So based on all this, we put together an experience for you surrounding another Richmond institution, murals. Here we have Wallapalooza. This is going to be an artistic pop-up experience put together by Crossroads. At Wallapalooza, it brings together a sense of that comfort, that familiarity, that community. It's the Crossroads experience come straight to this audience so they can engage with you. At the event, Crossroads artists can paint murals, they can interact with the audience, we can have on-site lessons regarding painting, chalk, stuff like that. You can have pop-up shops where you can display art, sell some art, and engage with that community. This all taps into that culture of concerts, festivals, First Fridays that already exist here in Richmond. And then now we're going to show you some ways where you can implement and advertise Wallapalooza. On the left here we have banners that we took inspiration from Carytown. You see the folk festival displayed there, the French Film Festival displayed there that hang up different seasonal. We can market things and activities that will happen at this event, such as live mural painting, sidewalk art competition. You can do all different age range, some live music, live food, and you can also sell some art there. On the right, this is a flyer we made for the event. This is inspired directly by local concert flyers. They're a little bit more DIY, a little bit more hand-drawn. You see them on Gray Street, all carrying pinned to the poles, and just kind of giving similar information, but taking the art direction a little bit different way.
So then, in addition to the flyers and everything Tyler was just going over, we also want to do a magazine ad. We know you guys mentioned Style Weekly and RDA Magazine. Kind of widens the demographic up. It's able to give us more info. And
This is just
there's
a more
more- yeah,
up-close and depth slide of the magazines. And then from here, a little swag item, just a button for coming out to the event. We also have some concept of what an Instagram campaign to look for, showing some different imagery used there, promoting the event, showing some Crossroads art in there, asking, where does your art happen? We're coming to you to show our art happens here, but we're also happening with you as well.
Okay, so we actually decided to mock up what it would look like if we did the mural. And I mean, you can kind of imagine it would be like this in the parking lot, and there'd be like a bunch of tables out, food trucks, maybe some music playing, something like that. And the best part about this whole thing is after the event's done, this is going to be set a lasting impression because it's going to be in the city, people are going to walk by it all the time. And something we also found from our research is murals are extremely popular in Richmond. A lot of people who come to the city note that our like city's painted so cool, and like it would just advertise it forever.
And then wrapping up here, we showed you just a mural event, but our research also showed that other involved art forms. There's a lot of glass blowing interest, thrifting, fashion interest, tattooing, food festivals, stuff like that, live music, opportunities at Crossroads we believe could extend further than just being the center of things. And that's all we got for you.
I have thought about doing some things like what we're doing for realtors, about going up and setting up at some of the local festivals that are happening downtown, figuring out what we can do for a First Friday,
Yeah.
things like that. So, good thinking.
Quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
You were talking about magazine ads, and you mentioned Style Weekly and RTD and stuff like that. I guess my question would be, because I'm as old as Derek, is what are you guys reading? Where would we need to advertise to get that out to the younger audience you're talking about?
Social is always the rule of thumb, but you kind of lose like the ad art form there, we think. So we mocked up, we went specifically with style in RVA because we know that's kind of your bread and butter with going with that already. So that's a way to put that out there. So we mocked that up as a way to show there. And then also the similar assets can transfer over to new media, if you will.
But is there anything out there that's being actually read besides?
Both of those sites have a great online presence as well, necessity. In terms of like other than that, locally, it's social media is going to be your straightforward way to go.
Yeah, along with the flyers. I think this is more just to widen the demographic, and so you're not just targeting these college
Fully
students.
understand that, I just didn't know if there
Oh, yeah.
was, as I call it, if there was another rag out there.
If you can partner with anyone at VCU, they have a great messaging system here, varying mechanisms. They kind of like to promote themselves as well. So if you can tie yourself with that a little bit, that's a good way to market to that specific audience, as well as like that audience outside of maybe VCU or UR level.
And I love the tagline, where does your heart happen?
Thank you.
I also enjoyed the feet farming artists. I thought that was like a nice way of doing that.
Yeah, that was inspired by like the music flyers
Yeah,
and stuff, like
I think
listing
that's
like
a good
at a
Yeah.
festival for you can see here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.